Hello, me again, and this time I'm in the city of Córdoba, and I'm actually on this bridge here. This is called Puente Romano, shall I say, which means it's a Roman bridge, which it is. If you look behind, I don't know if you can see down there, the nice sort of way that it goes, and it's the same river actually that you get in Seville, the Rio Guadalquivir or something like that. I've pronounced that wrong, I know I have, and it might be a bit breezy up here. But right behind me here is like a big, there's a big little tower there, but directly behind me here there's like this little shrine right in the middle of the river. I hope it's not for any sort of nasty particular reasons, people have jumped off or something. But as I said, it's the same river that runs through Seville. So what I've done, I'll just give you a little tour actually. If I come around this way, this is the main part of the city. That right there is the Mezquita, which is the most famous building here, I suppose. And if I go that way, along this way to that side, you've got the Alcazar. I've not been there yet, but so this morning I caught the train from Seville, caught the train down here to Córdoba, and it took about just over half an hour. Very good little journey actually. I managed to get the wrong bus, but I got a cheaper bus than the tourist bus, so that's all right. But getting here, when I got here, I get out of the station, and it's the way, never quite sure where you are, and I've got some directions, I've even written them down, but I managed to get lost, so I ended up trying to walk, and I thought it'd take about a quarter of an hour to walk. I ended up getting a taxi, and I thought, I'm going to get ripped off here. No, I realised straight away, as soon as the guy started darting down these tiny little alleyways, so much so that he even had to put his wing mirrors in at one point to squeeze through one of them, and it cost me €6, which with the tip, which I thought was incredibly good, so there's no way I was being ripped off, so I might well just get a taxi back to the bus station when I've got to go there, because I'm going by bus from here, and it's in the same sort of area, so I'll be doing that on whatever day it is, Saturday I think. Anyway, so got here, and it's not as warm. It's warm, yes, but I don't think it's quite as hot as Seville is. So I've had a wander around, and in the heat of the day, so that shows you that it wasn't quite as bad. So I thought I was going to get my bearings a little bit, but I got lost again because it's one of those cities. It's smaller, it's certainly a lot less crowded here, which I suppose you can imagine. Being a smaller city, it's not as busy, and it's certainly cheaper as well. Because the first thing I did was when I got a drink and had something to eat. Which was once again was pretty cheap as well. So wandering around, and it's very little alleyways. I mean, the area behind me here, which is the real old part of the city, because I mean I'll talk about the Mezquita tomorrow, but that particular building there was built, or the original part of it, the original mosque, was built in the 7th century, not 17th, the 7th century. So and I had a wander around, and I went up to that particular area because I wanted to sort of get the bearings for tomorrow type of thing, and I didn't realise you could actually walk into part of it, not the main mosque or the main sort of church part of it, but what they call the Patio de los Naranjos, which is basically like the patio of oranges, but they have all these orange trees which take you into the mosque. The Seville's got one, the Alcazar there, and I do believe there's something very similar at the Alhambra in Granada as well. It sort of welcomes you in. I was saying yesterday about the oranges, I imagine that looks amazing when all the oranges are out as well. So I couldn't go in the actual mosque, but it's quite nice to actually walk around right around the walls as well, because some of those are very ornate. They've been renovating parts of it, and they look really good actually. And but there's a tower. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you. It's probably that tower there, that one. I think one of them, or it's either that one or it's the one over there. But this is quite high, but you can go up there separately. You don't have to pay to go into the Mezquita itself. You just go in. It costs €2 to climb up to the top, and you're given like this little tour type of thing. Actually, they allow you half an hour. They only allow 20 people in at any one time, which is quite nice. And there's a guy who actually sort of guides you through the sort of stages, and you actually get right up past where the bells are. So you're up where the bells are, and then it takes you right to the top, which is a bit giddy up there. I'm not the greatest ones for heights. So, I mean, it's all safe and everything like that, but a very good €2. If you ever get a chance to do that, I would certainly do it. And so I'm getting people wandering around. The trouble with doing these sort of things, so I wander about this way. So now I'm just wandering about, just come out now, it's about 8 o'clock in the evening, the sun's going down as you can see. First impressions, this is certainly a nice place, a nice quiet place, very chilled out, even more so possibly than Seville was. But it's early days, and tomorrow's a big day. I've only got one sort of full day here tomorrow, so I'm going to be quite busy, up early to go to the Mezquita, get in there as early as I can, as per usual, and then wander around. There's a Jewish quarter here, which I saw part of, which is a bit like an old barrio, like they have in Seville or whatever as well. Very windy as well. I'm sure I'm going to get lost in there, and I'm going to try and find my way back to my hotel a bit later. It's not that far away, but it's not easy to get get there. I did get lost on the way there earlier on. So I just thought I'd check in. It's going well so far. I'm enjoying myself. I'll speak to you again soon. Adios.